I'm coming, I swear I'm coming. Oh. Oof. Okay. I made it onto the thing. Let me just turn on the thing. This one. Yes! Hello, my friends! How are you guys doing today? It's been a few days since I've been here. Oh my god, let me put it back in the right view. I was like, what is this? What is this? I've decided I'm not doing my Fitness February theme that I came up with last month for this month. Just with my schedule right now, it's been kind of hectic. So I don't think I'm going to be able to manage that. So I'm backing out. I'm calling it quitsies on that. But we're still working on... oh, there we go. We're still working on our goal to do a squat-a-thon. That's still on the table. So don't you guys worry. I still have cool things planned for you guys. Why won't it let me edit this part? Okay, I guess I'll edit it later. But I am doing a good job in case you guys are wondering, like, working out and staying in shape. I'm working out not every day, but a couple times a week. Working out later today before I drive back to California. So I drove back to Arizona a couple days ago for my final teeth whitening session. So that's why they're all perfectly amazing now. Look at them. Are you blinded now? Are you blinded? So anyways, I got my teeth whitening done, and then today I get to see a surgeon to go decide if they're going to remove my gallbladder or not. So hopefully they say no, but we will see. We will see. I don't know what they're going to say. It's been an adventure. Trying to think what else I've been. I've been up to a good bit actually. So as you guys know, I've been in Palm Springs, and we went shopping the other day at all these like little thrift stores. There's this thing called Angel View. It's like a Goodwill, but better. Because they have like these bins, and there's these giant bins, and you sift through the bins for different things like clothes, electronics, housewares, cooking stuff, just all kinds of stuff, really. A lot of stuff. And you pay by the pound. Doesn't matter what it is, you pay by how much it weighs. And it's pretty cool, actually. I've never seen a concept done like that before. It's really like unique. I didn't find a lot of like clothing stuff to get. I really didn't get anything like that, but I did find these tarot cards. They're like Native American spiritual tarot cards, and instead of using like wands and cups and swords and I forget the other suit and tarot cards, they use like earth, wind, fire, and air, or earth, wind, fire, and water. I don't know why I said earth twice, basically. I'm not loving this jam. I need to change this jam. This is not fitting my mood either. This is like very hype, and I'm like, not. How about, what is this? Yeah, I'm feeling this is more cool. We'll see if this works for a little while. What was I saying? I forgot what I was talking about. I'll just carry on. So anyways, thrift storing. So I got these tarot cards, and I'm gonna learn how to do tarot reading. I've never done it before. But it just felt like when I first picked up those tarot cards, I was like, I don't need them. I don't do spiritual stuff. Like, I feel like I heal people by like talking to them and like hearing people out, and like I feel like I have like a special, I'm really good at listening to people, and in that way it heals them. So I think I do have a type of healing energy, because a lot of people do seek me out for like strange issues, but I don't know if I'm like the kind of spiritual person who does like cards and makes things and, you know, does like crafts. So I kind of walked away. I was like, I'm not going to buy this. This was a cool find, but I'm not going to buy it. And then when I walked away, I just couldn't get those cards off my mind. And then I came back later to find them, and I couldn't find them. And I was like, oh my god, someone took them. They were so amazing. Someone took them. And then I came back and looked again, because I was like, I need to have these now. If I can find them, I'm going to take them. And I found them. So I just feel like it was meant to be. I meant to have them. And I counted. They have all the cards, so it's a perfectly good deck. Hi, Kevin. How are you feeling today? Hi, Sarah P. Yes, do you do tarot card readings? Just thinking of going to California for the summer. What do I think? Well, where are you from? And what part of California are you looking to go to? And for what? Because there's different parts of California that like cater to different things or are known for different things. There's different terrains. Like when people think California, they think of the beach and the sand and the sun. But California is only like a little bit of that. You're from the Midwest? I mean, honestly, yeah. Anywhere in Cali would be nice for you. Like maybe San Diego. I've always really wanted to go to San Francisco, because they have really cool museums. When I was in their airport, it was unfortunately the only time I've been in San Francisco. They had like a whole bunch of little stores advertising their museums, and one of their quotes is on my fridge, and it's been there for years, and I love it. I have to go now. Trying to get used to the new Samsung update. All the notifications look smaller, even the keyboard. I don't know if I have a Samsung. Did mine need to update? I'm gonna look at it right now. No, I'm all updated. It updated the 27th. I don't know. I haven't noticed any updates. I don't know why I'm sniffling all of a sudden. Literally have not had a single sniffle all day today. Hi, Snide. I was just talking about Palm Springs and things regarding that. Now we're talking about California. But I think you'll enjoy California. I mean, it's really expensive. It's like California is the land of like 40-year-olds dressing like 20-year-olds. And of course, 16-year-olds dressing like 20-year-olds. So it's really interesting. There's a lot of really good food, a lot of diversity in like the bigger cities, but I think that's pretty common in big cities in general. What are you going for? Oh yeah. Hi, Darvin. How are you? Darvin? I feel like I fuck that up every time. Frisco is all right. What do you mean it's all right? What do you not like about it? Everyone's saying the new update sucks. I feel like, does that need to be my title now? The Samsung update sucks. Yeah, I haven't gotten it. Maybe I will. My last update was on the 27th though. Maybe I will. My last update was on the 27th though. I hate hearing my own voice. That scared me. Why would you do that to me, my phone? Why would you do that? Hi, Salami. How are you? Well, I found this scarf. I was telling everyone I went shopping, and we went to like shopping to all these like cheap stores and stuff. It's like this long story, but basically we're trying to help this girl like get a new wardrobe for herself. It's like the first time her like buying her own clothes and doing her own thing and being on her own and yada yada yada. So we were trying to help her out, and I found this scarf, and I was like, I really don't need it, but it's only $5, and like the yarn to make the scarf is more than $5. So it was like, it's such a good deal, and it's such a cute scarf, and I never wear scarves. I was like, it's kind of like a new accent piece for me. So yeah, and it's super soft, but it sheds on things. Like it sheds on this thing. Like, let me see if I can pull it off. Oh, it's little like tufts that catch on my shirt. Disney Dad, thank you so much for resubbing 7 months in a row. It's crazy to believe that we've known each other for this long now. Time just flies so fast. How was your trip? Still a little uppity over there? Oh yeah. Well, I know what San Fran's like Silicon Valley. So when I think of Silicon Valley, it's like really rich people, snooty people. You know, I heard a saying the other day on TV, and I forget what it was, but it was basically where it was. But I remember it was like, you know, rich people care about their money more than poor people do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's so true. Gift guy, thank you so much for the resub. When did you get in here, you sneaky man? I haven't seen you in forever. I'm sorry. I've been AFK from Twitch for a hot minute, both streaming and visiting my friends. So it's so nice to see you. Hi. Ooh, let's give you a shout out to. Let's give both people a shout out. 'Cause honestly, I forgot Disney also streams, you guys, in case you guys didn't know. He streams not on a regular schedule, but if you can keep up with my schedule, you can definitely keep up with his schedule. So definitely go give him a follow if you love our mod, because he's very entertaining as a streamer as well. We were talking about the Samsung phone update, Cajun, how everyone says it sucks, but I haven't had it yet. So I was just, yes. You just walked in. Am I feeling the fourth Doctor? I haven't met her yet. I'm just excited to go though. I really am, because they were able to schedule me in really fast. Last time I was on stream, you guys remember I was here in Arizona too. So last time I was on stream, you guys know I was here to get the consult, and then they referred me to a general surgeon. So then I'm meeting with a general surgeon today. So thankfully I get to go in a week later instead of waiting like 4 weeks to talk to somebody. Ugh. I'm just doing it like this. My elbow is like not loving that. So anyways, I'm gonna do that today and go meet this lady. It's a female surgeon, which is great. I have this thing about doctors. I'm not really into male doctors. I try to avoid seeing male doctors. Not that male doctors aren't qualified or aren't good or anything. It's just I find that female doctors tend to be significantly more compassionate and understanding whenever I go to the doctor. I don't know why. So it's great. I'm really happy. Hopefully she tells me good things. I'm really like, tell me. So basically what's happening is they're going to I'm going to bring all my medical paperwork and I'm going to talk to them about like, you know, what's been going on, and then they're going to decide if I need to remove my gallbladder or not. And I'm really, 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 really hoping they're like, no, you can keep it. Because I want to keep it. But basically they did this scan and they were telling me how like it's not functioning. Like it's not functioning. It's just not functioning as much as it should be. So it's like, kind of hard to say what to do. And then I found out that like the gastro place, like they basically are like done with me. Like they're like, we don't need to see you anymore at all, because like apparently the only time gastroenterologists are involved with the gallbladder is if there's sludge or stones in the gallbladder. And I have neither, which is a good thing. It's a great thing. So it's super interesting. Yes, still on the trip. You'll be home late tonight. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for making time to squeeze in here. I hope everything is good. Just checking in. That's so sweet of you. Yes. Check in longer. Oh my goodness. It is, Salami. I feel like everyone needs a break. I mean, streaming every day, like last month, was a lot for me. It really was up a lot. And I'm glad I did it. But as also, I'm glad to have the freedom back a little bit more flexibility in my day-to-day schedule. I'm doing pretty good though, honestly. Like, I've had a lot of work lately, and I'm in the process of getting more work. I've been doing some networking with people who own things, specifically like dispensaries in California, because there's so many. I'm telling you guys, like every week that we go to the bar, me or my friend meets at least one person who owns or has their hand in the marijuana industry in California. It's just they're everywhere in Palm Springs, everywhere. So I'm trying to use that to my advantage and just work for as many cannabis companies as possible until they all like look at their advertising and like, wait a second, that girl's in mine and that girl's in her and that girl's on that. Yeah, I'm everywhere. That's the goal. Your phone updated too. It sucks. There's a few things breaking for no reason. Oh, so everyone is mad about this. Everybody says fuck the Samsung fucking update. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. I gotta check the Discord. I will check the Discord. What have you been up to since the last stream? I've been doing a lot of shopping, hanging out with friends, making new friends, networking. Ooh, you guys, I'm going on a date on Thursday. You guys know I don't really date, so I'm really excited. It's not a traditional date though, because I don't really like to go on dates. I don't really like to date people, but I'm bringing my best friend, Piper, with me on this date, because I don't want to go alone. I don't know this man. I just met him at a bar, and he seems like a nice guy. Of course, he's in the marijuana industry, so makes sense. And we're supposed to go gambling together and have like a nice dinner together and get to know each other more. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's probably the craziest thing that's happened since I've been gone. But outside of that, I've just been doing a lot of socialization, and I'm working and then making time for fun in between. I'm trying to think of the fun things I've done in between. I just feel like mostly it's been like shopping. I'm doing a lot of shopping. Like this scarf is new, this top is new. Shopping and doctor's office, yeah. And my stomach issues. So, Snide, they think that so basically the stomach issues I was having were my gallbladder. They were not my stomach. Hi, Gray Rock. It has been so long. So nice to see you. I'm in Arizona. I'm going to California today, but honestly, it's just a lot easier for me to stream when I'm back home, and I've been making it back home like once a week. I'll be back home. Ooh, I got a gig at the casino next Sunday for Super Bowl. I'm really excited about. It's supposed to be a giant buffet, and I'm gonna wear like a referee costume, and I'll be passing out prizes during the commercials and like eating this giant buffet. I'm so excited. I mean, I know it's gonna be like coronavirus, but I'm really excited. Yes. And they don't try to date you, ha ha ha. Yes. I'm a male, and you tend to agree female doctors have a better ear and not assuming intelligence. Yes, and I don't know. I think it's just like, I don't know. I've told you guys a couple times like my horrible experiences with doctors, and it's just like they've all been with male doctors. And don't get me wrong, I've had some really amazing male doctors in my past. Like Dr. Hart was my psychiatrist at one point, and that man was amazing. I love that man so dearly. Like I think of him so fondly. I wish him so well in his career. Made me sad I moved away because he was just the best. But outside of that, I really can't think of a lot of times where I've had a great experience. In fact, the last male doctor I saw, was to fill in for my primary, who's a female doctor, and he just was like, he was okay to talk to, but it didn't seem like he was actually listening to me. And like, he was just like lackluster. Like it took him like a long time to put in a referral that takes like nothing to do. It took a long time for him to give me my prescriptions. Like he just literally didn't seem to care about my ailments and how like serious it was and how stressed I was, and just like annoyed me because I went there for my gallbladder, my stomach issues, with all this like hospital documentation, and he wrote down that I was there for anxiety, and I was like, sir, no. Like I did not bring you all this paperwork from all these hospitals for anxiety, okay? That's not how this worked. What's a gallbladder floor? A gallbladder is supposed to help with I think it's the production of bile, which like helps something. I don't know. All I know is that it helps like digest like fattier foods and stuff like that. It's kind of like a filter before the liver. Gallbladder removal is pretty routine though, right? So gallbladder removal, like used to whenever people like went to the doctor and had like low functioning gallbladders, they're just like, yeah, let's just remove it. Goodbye. Soup. You know what I'm saying? But they've come to find that even though it's not a really dangerous procedure, it can cause other problems. Like it can increase your chances of getting cirrhosis or having liver issues or other things like that. You have to completely change your diet, and it's just, there's a lot of other health issues that come with removing your gallbladder. Like you can live a normal life without it, but it can also increase, it's like What people don't realize with surgery is with every pro, there's a con. For example, when I got my ACL surgery done when I was 15, I had no idea that 10 years later I would start to have arthritis in my knee in the 20s. You know what I'm saying? So I regained the ability to run. I regained the ability to like walk around normally, but I lost the ability to have a normal functioning fucking knee. So now I'm going to be spending the next, I need to go into the doctor, start like figuring out how to deal with knee arthritis in my 20s. It's just crazy. Grey Rock, I'm just being silly. I was just being silly. But the cam girl thing, yeah. Are you willing to sell that gallbladder? Hypothetically. Hypothetically, I mean, I don't know why someone would want a low functioning gallbladder. Especially, I don't see gallbladders having value on the black market because you don't need it to survive. You know what I'm saying? You don't need it to live, and mine's low functioning. So it's like, even if you did get it, you'd be getting a low functioning gallbladder, which is just about as good as a no functioning gallbladder, but just slightly better. Oh, I forgot to check Discord. I got distracted. I'm sorry. I'm looking right now. I swear. I swear it. All right. Open. I don't know why I did it on my computer. I could have just done it on my phone. Literally right here. I don't know. I guess that looks normal to me, to be honest. Kevin, that looks just like mine. Like, is that not the same? Does that not look like the same to you guys, like on the update? That looks the same to me. But also, you know you can change the size of your font, right? If you go to your settings, you can change the font size in your phone. Hi, Rome! How are you? I know I've been missing your streams too. I've been missing everyone's streams. I feel like such a butthole. You're at work, so you can't chat much, but you can hear me. Oh, hopefully you can still hear me and I didn't miss you. You were making a pop culture reference. The fourth Doctor of Doctor Who universe had an iconic scarf like this one resembles. Oh! Yeah, I'm not really up to date on fiction culture. So things like that go over my head all the time. I've heard like the newest Doctor's a woman, and a lot of people are upset about that. Are you upset about that? If you plan to adorn the scarf, you prepare for who nerds to accost you. Wait, what does that mean? Nerds are going to, I don't know what does accost mean? Hold on. Internet. Accost. To approach and speak to, especially aggressively or insistently, as with a demand or request. Okay. This is from the second definition is to approach and to speak to with the intent of having sex. Oh my god. You guys are telling me this scarf is so sexy. It's because I'm just going to get all the offers. This is the scarf that gets me laid. Is that what you're trying to say? So I shouldn't wear the scarf on my date, then I should not. I'm actually pretty good. Yeah. Salami, it's not a chat issue. It's not a connection issue. The reason why I'm behind in chat is because I'm just slow. I'm extremely slow. I just take my sweet ass time talking to everybody, and then I'm like, oh wait, oh, ooh, aha. Who's the lucky guy? He's like, his name is, actually I'm not gonna say his name. No names. How rich is this guy? Grey Rock, I don't know if this guy is rich, but I do think he is well off. So, I don't know. It's not that I'm really interested in the guy, like, on a serious level. And I've made that very clear. I was like, I don't know you. I don't date people. I'm not looking for a thing. I'm not really looking for anything at all, of any kind. I'm not looking for friendship. I'm not looking for dating. I'm not looking for any of that kind of stuff. I'm just, I'm just out with my girlfriends, enjoying my life and, trying to put the pieces together and get it together and, like everybody else. And I don't know, we had a really good conversation about like all different kinds of things, and I just felt like I do like this person as a person. I could see myself hanging out with this person. So they offered me to go on a date, and I was like, I don't really do dates, but if I can bring my friend, I'll come. Because that's not really a date, right? It's just like a group hangout. It's not a date, but it's like a date. So it's as close to a date as people will get to me with me. So anyways, yeah. I love you, Grey Rock. You're so funny. She will tell you what's up. Exactly. She's gonna, well, the best part is like, we're gonna go and then I'm gonna find out like what kind of person he is, because I've told you guys this before, like I know guys will do really nice things for me and go above and beyond for me because they want something from me, whether they want my time, my attention, my love and affection, like whatever it is. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm really looking for are people who do good things and nice things just because that's who they are. And because I care about people and how, you know, I like to see people's behaviors around other people that they have nothing to gain from. For example, on this date, this guy has nothing to gain from being nice to my friend. Like, guy has nothing to really gain from, you know, being a gentleman to her. So I'm going to see how he acts, and then from there I'll decide if I actually like him or not. 8 days until payday. Go Rams. Hey, that's so exciting. Are you gambling? Do you not like Arizona? I'm always leaving. No, what happened was, Grey Rock, when I moved to Arizona, it was because the housing market over here was really good, and I found a really cheap place to live and buy a home, and the demographics for renting out this home is really good. There's just a lot of reliable people to rent to. So, like, the demographics here are mostly old people, and then there's 2 military bases. There's one 40 minutes away from me and one 20 minutes away from me. So, basically, when I decide to move away from here and figure out where I actually want to live, I'm going to rent out this house to one of them. And what I like about both these demographics, old people don't usually damage houses unless they're like crazy hoarders. And then 2, the military doesn't usually damage houses because usually they're just like a way to hold them accountable with their jobs. So that's why I moved to Arizona. But when I came to Arizona, it was really hard to find work in this area. I was thinking that because I'm between 2 big cities that it would be a lot easier. And honestly, it's just been a lot. It's been tough. So my friend, we do similar kind of work. We don't do the same jobs. We do, like, she does pro modeling as well. And we kind of linked up, and she's been helping me like meet people in her part of town, like where she goes and makes money. So that's kind of how I ended up in Palm Springs. Palm Springs was like not somewhere I wanted to be, but now it's kind of like somewhere I want to live. That's what I'm, it's where I like to be if I could, but it's just very expensive. Do I have stones? I do not, no. We're live responding in chat, so by the time you read the message, might not make sense. Well, it's one of those things, like, by the time I get to it, like, I'm still kind of still on the conversation, like, later. I think I asked about your gallbladder in the past. Not being able to tolerate oily such fatty meals is a classic sign of gallbladder dysfunction. But you know what's funny, Cajun, is I eat fatty meals all the time and never a problem. Like, I'm eating, like, my diet is usually pretty good. But when I travel, it gets hard. And especially if you're, like, partying late nights, your food options become very, like, limited. So I've had some fatty food dinners, and it's not really affecting me. Like, I don't notice, like, I'm not feeling that sickness I felt when I, like, went to the hospital. So I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I'm hoping today that by talking to the surgeon lady, she'll be able to give me more answers. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll be able to actually tell me more about the condition and why my gallbladder, like, sometimes causes me to go through a reaction and why other times it's not. That's what I'm hoping for, more answers. Because no one's been able to say why. Have you ever thought about joining the military? You can open up doors for people and show you other options. To be honest, I considered it at one point in my life when I was in college, but then I decided that I'm not fit for the military. There's a lot of reasons I don't think I would do well in the military. A couple of them would be the fact that I'm a chronic marijuana smoker, so would have to give that up. I also don't do well being told what to do and working on a schedule. I've been a freelance for, 4 years now, 4 years. I've been a freelance for a while now. And the idea of having to wake up at a set time every single day and live a monotonous life, honestly, would probably be good for my mental health in some regard, but bad for my mental health knowing that what my life was before and the freedoms that I have and the ability to do what I want. And what I don't like about the military is you can't just quit without there being repercussions. You know, it's like if I decide, if I get put in a job or I get put in a place and I'm really not happy and it's not good for me, like I can't just go there and be like, all right, I'm leaving, I'm going somewhere else. Like I have to do what they tell me, and that's not ideal for me. So, not to mention, I'm a really pretty woman, and not that really pretty women aren't successful in the military, but I feel like really pretty women probably aren't treated with as much respect in the military because they see you as somebody they want to get with and less than like somebody they like want to work with. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna want to be around me because I'm a good hard worker or because I'm smart or because you know I have my shit together. They're gonna want to be around me because I'm attractive, and that just doesn't seem like a good environment to be stuck in. Gallbladder provides enzymes to break down foods. Thank you. Arthritis, no wonder why you were in the hot tub all the time. Everyone has it. You should buy all the pharmaceuticals to treat it. Yes, the anxiety. Well, I mean, okay, so here's the thing though with anxiety. There's a difference between anxiety and anxiety disorders. Like people having anxiety is totally normal. People having anxiety disorders is where like you are having anxiety to the point where it's disrupting your life. If you are having anxiety that to the point that is preventing you from like doing things you need to do, like maybe like getting a job, going to work, seeing family on like, you know, on what a normal basis is for you. Because like, you know, for some people seeing their family like every week is normal. For some people like me, seeing your family every few months, maybe once a year is normal. So whatever is normal for you. But like anything that's preventing you from doing things that you would normally do or that most people normally do. When you have something going on, your emotions start disrupting your personal life, that is when you might want to seek out a doctor to see if you have a disorder. Like being sad, being depressed is not the same as having depression. You know what I'm saying? Like having characteristics and symptoms of disorder is not the same as having a disorder, because disorders usually come with like, there's the symptoms and then you have to have a certain number of symptoms and they have to be, it's all contextual. Does that make sense? It's contextual. So, for example, if, you know, someone, say like you're having anxiety because you're about to perform on a stage and, you have all these people watching you and you've been working really hard on this and you're having anxiety from that. I think that's normal, right? Because you're about to do something you don't normally do and it is nerve-wracking and you get one shot. That is it is anxiety provoking. But if like going to the grocery store or the thought of going to the grocery store every day gives you so much anxiety that prevents you from going and you never make it to the grocery store and someone's always going to have to groceries for you or having to get you do other things, then maybe I consider you have some kind of anxiety issue that is causing a problem in your life that you may need to address in order to have a better quality of life. Inflammation diet and ibuprofen is your friend. Naproxen works okay for you too, but I don't know. Oh, it's an inflammation diet. You don't know about the update, but you want to press my Bixby button? I hate the Bixby button. It's the fucking worst. It's the worst. I never use it. I've had Bixby for like years. Never used it once. Accost. Sounds like the definition of chat. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. The woman doctor is completely fine. She's great. It's the head writer that is upsetting the fans. It's very unfortunate for the capable actress. Hypergamist vibe. Hypergamist vibe. I don't know what that means. A threesome date is even better? I don't know. I honestly feel that a threesome date is probably more pressure. Because it's easier you have more people to upset. So like, you know, it's like, probably a challenge for him. But I'm sure it makes him feel good too, because like my friend is very good looking. My rambling is sounding very, very naughty. How? What do you mean? That's delusional. Something always motivates you. You don't do anything for no reason. And that's what I'm saying. But like, if your motivation is like to be a good person and your motivation is to just show everyone a good time and not to be like, oh, I'm just here to make this one girl happy so that I can get laid. You know, both are motivations, but one of them is like the motivation I prefer to be working towards than the latter. So be nice to the friend to get the girl. Have you guys never heard the Spice Girl songs? If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. You know what I'm talking about? Yes. Thank you so much, Salome. I really appreciate that. I'll be honest, guys, I'm in a significantly better place this month than I was last month. Last month was really bad for me. Between my health stresses, my medical bills, like the lack of work, everything was it was a really hard month for me. And honestly, being on Twitch every day was a huge help. Even though it was challenging and a lot of responsibility, it felt like sometimes, it was really good for me. And I'm really glad to have you guys around last month. But this month, I'm like kicking ass. Like this month, I've been getting a lot of jobs. This month, I'm seeing friends. I'm making new friends this month. Just more and more things can keep happening for the good. So I'm just stoked. The weather is amazing right now. Is Palm Springs nice? Palm Springs is so nice. So nice. There's Palm Springs, DHS, which is Desert Hot Springs, Cathedral City, Indio. It's all like near Coachella. All of that is like near Palm Springs. And so there's so much to do. It's like a lot of good places to eat. There's 3 casinos. There's a little bit of a nightlife on the weekend. Some good live music places, like open venues, a lot of dispensaries. The weather is fucking amazing. And then you have outdoors stuff. Like there's a lot of like hikes and trails. There's a tram we're supposed to go up. It's like up a mountain and do all this hiking and stuff. We just haven't done it yet because I keep leaving. But then there's also a lot of shopping to do and just a lot of different like foods and like Asian markets and just I love Palm Springs. I do. I really do. It's amazing. Can I do pull-ups? I don't think I can. I probably could. Hi, note taker. What are you taking notes on? I want to know. You quit smoking weed at age 17 and you just face... Wait. You quit smoking weed at 17. It was just a phase for you from age 15 to 17. Honestly, I was the opposite. I didn't smoke anything. I didn't smoke marijuana until I moved out of my parents' house when I was 18. And then I think the first time I ever got drunk was in college. I don't even think I got drunk in high school. Like I had alcohol in high school, but never enough to get drunk. Yes, many women end up pregnant in the military based on statistics, not any judgment. I mean, I imagine. I mean, in the military, it's like you're one person and like you're one girl or like 2 girls out of like 2. And then of your group, right? And then it's like there's all these men, all these lonely men. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? Someone's gonna get in there. Have you been recommended certain foods to avoid for the gallbladder? That's a very good question. Very, very nice. So actually, I did ask my gastroenterologist. I asked her, when she told me that my gallbladder was functioning low, I asked her, I was like, I really don't want to do surgery. I'm really against surgery unless I absolutely have to have it because of my career. And, doing gallbladder surgery would put me out for a while and then the scarring and I have to do all this stuff. And anyways, so I asked her that. I was like, is there anything I could do dietary wise to like, or supplement wise to like maybe help improve that could possibly help improve the function of my gallbladder? And she said no. She's like, it's kind of like the appendix. When it goes to shit, it goes to shit. But obviously didn't say the word shit. So you enjoy a boring job. It distracts and drowns out the commonplace routine of ladies turning down your advances. Aw, Cajun. Whatever. Maybe if you were more social, you would have more ladies. Certain deficiencies can also lead to these problems as well. That's what I was thinking too. Say if you were not able to extract nutrients from food because of digestion issues. That does make sense. I could see that. I don't leave the house or speak to anyone, but it's not a problem. What do you mean? You guys are so like y'all like isolationists. I feel like I'm making that word up, but you know what I'm saying, right? Which I guess isn't necessarily a horrible thing because like here we are on Twitch, like spending time with each other anyway, still socializing, still like meeting our social needs as human beings, which I think is good. That male to female ratio is why you hear being a male nurse is so good? Really? Honestly, being a nurse in general just sounds like a shitty job. I don't want to be a nurse. Ever. Like, you mean like I have to be around people when they're cranky and they're not feeling good? And on top of that, they could get me sick depending on what they have for an illness, right? Not to mention, you're working these long, crazy hours. Okay? Most nurses I know smoke cigarettes or are overweight or have a drinking problem. And then, on top of all of that, you still have to clean up poo and pee and other bodily fluids that are horrible. And in the meantime, it's not like people are throwing up and they're like, thank you so much for taking care of me. They're throwing up, they're like, oh, I feel horrible. What are you doing in here? Please leave me alone. No, I need this. And it's like, that's what you deal with for like every single day. You know what I'm saying? Every single day for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. Like, it just, it's like a soul-sucking environment. You know, I'm surprised. I don't like the way that EMS and the medical industry is in general. Like, it's horrible. Why? Like, I understand. Like, if hospitals would pay better, you'd have more people come work for them, and if hospitals would sponsor more like college educations and things like that, they have more people working for them, and they wouldn't need to have people work 16 fucking hours at a time. Like, that's how people get medical issues. That's how hospitals get sued for medical mispractice, is that someone's working their ass off and they've done this job for 12 hours straight and they're fucking tired and they make a mistake and now their career's on the line and the hospital's being sued. And it's like all this when you could have just hired somebody else and given them more time off. Like, pay them better, make them work 6-hour shifts, and let them go the fuck home. I don't understand that. Like, it's a miserable job. It's a horrible experience. Like, yeah, you're helping people, and those times when, like, people are nice and you feel like you did something is great. But what about all the other times? Yes. Everyone's sick and depressed, and then it's like, it just, can you imagine what kind of person that makes you to be around sick, upset, depressing people all the time? All the time, cranky people. I mean, it makes you want to go home and just be like, and forget how to be a nice person. Especially adding the fact that now, not only are you dealing with cranky people, but you have all these worries at home because you're probably not able to take care of the things you need to at home because you're working all the fucking time and you're probably not getting enough sleep and you're having your own health issues because you're neglecting your own healthcare needs for your job. It's just like insane. It's like a job that literally puts you right back. The job that makes you a client. We are human. Not being a nurse will keep you away from poop and pee. Well, I mean, yes, but at least, Cajun, if you were not a nurse, you will not have to, like, worry about the poo and pee of strangers. It's just you. Which I think we've accepted at this point. Yes. So it's like, I ask people all the time when they become nurses, and most of the time I hear it's like they became a nurse because someone else wanted them to become a nurse in their family, or because they heard it makes good money. And I'm like, the first part, I'm like, that sucks. I don't really subscribe to the whole idea of like, my parents wanted me to be this, so I'm going to be this. I feel like that should be a personal choice, which it still kind of is, but people don't realize it sometimes. Anyways, I think sometimes people get like wrapped up in their life and they just see like, I'm just doing this and I'm just going with the flow and these things are happening to me, so I'm just going to keep going with the flow and just live my life in the flow, and they never really actually make a decision for themselves, and they wake up on the midlife crisis because they never made a choice for themselves on what they're going to do and how they want to live their life. They've been living their life that way for so long. Yeah. So that's not good. But then also it's like the latter part where people go and become a nurse because they want to make a lot of money. It's like, there's a lot of ways to make a lot of money. Like, there are so many good jobs out there. Especially if you're going to put in like, 6 years to be a nurse? Like, there's so many jobs you can put 6 years into and make a great killing, a great living doing after investing 6 years. Why would you want to be a nurse? Why? Being in the medical field is probably more stressful during COVID too. Yeah, I know somebody who was in the medical field during COVID. I forget what kind of nurse she was. But she literally had a mental breakdown. Like how much they were working her and like doing all this stuff and just like the way she was treated and everything. She's like, honestly, she's like, I couldn't do it anymore. She's like, I had to quit. She's like, I quit my job and I went straight to a psych ward. And I was like, man, I really feel for you. That's horrible. But also, should not have quit your job, because then how are you going to pay for the health board? Because now you have no health insurance. Come on, lady. Think things through a little bit. But also, I mean, it's hard. I mean, if you're going through a midlife crisis, it's not really thinking about these things, which is also unfortunate. Barely enough time to eat and work out before you have to go to sleep. Bro, work out. It's crazy. You think nurses are working out? Come on now. Come on now. People usually only get the gallbladder removed when it's impacted, like stones or blockage. Well, that's why I'm really hoping, like, it seemed like the GI doctor didn't really know anything. They're just like, basically like, oh, we don't know this, not our expertise, goodbye. So I'm really hoping the general surgeon knows more for them to be referring me to them for a consult. How do you know so much about this gallbladder, Barry? I must know. Have you had... Are we back? Sorry, I'm making sure there's a thing on the back. I was like, oh, it scared me. Oh, I forgot this is back when they thought I had, what is it called? Cannabis hypermesis syndrome. Cannabinoid hypermesis syndrome, but I don't have that. I feel like, how does no one have my blood type on here? I have my blood pressure, my temperature, my pulse, my oxygen saturation, my respiration. I don't know what respiration means at 18. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's what I have. Alright, so this. Ooh, maybe it's on this one. Maybe it's on my Mexico one. Maybe in Mexico they tell me what my blood type is. No, it doesn't tell me. Dang it. It's right next to where it says type. It has nothing. How rude. How dare they? How dare they not tell me what I am, even though I should already know. Does everyone know their blood type? Am I the only one who doesn't know what their blood type is? How dare they? And they call themselves a medical facility. Who do they think they are? Okay, it's okay. I'll find out eventually. I guess it's just not, I'm not meant to find out today. What is this? Oh. The order. There we go. Wait, what is that? No. That's so wild. All these hospitals and nobody will tell me what it is. I used to think that was AB. AB something. And then I found out recently I'm not AB something. I'm like, I think I'm A something. I think my blood type is like A negative or A positive or something. I don't know. Hello, Docky. How are you? I haven't seen you in minutes. I've been meaning to come by stream, but I've been AFK from Twitch for a hot minute. I am in the process of trying to find out my blood type, and I have failed. I have failed epically. This is probably your first stream where I have an outfit on, so welcome. Welcome to the dry lands of Arizona. Hi, Michael. Oh my god, I haven't seen you forever. How are you? How are things where you are? If it doesn't say, it means there was more alcohol than blood. Well, knowing me. I mean, in Vegas, that could have very been true, it felt like. Because, like, in Vegas, when I when I went to like the hospital, I remember I called, there's this thing, I have like an advice line with my insurance where I can call them and be like, do I need to go to the emergency, like based on what I'm experiencing, do I need to go to the emergency room? Well, I was drinking profusely because my friends made me very upset, and I was like, okay, fuck this, I'm in Vegas, I'm going to get very drunk. And so as I started to get very drunk, I started to feel that feeling I felt when I was in Mexico and had to be admitted to the hospital. But it honestly feels like, it just feels like, at first, feels like stomach nausea. So I was like, I don't know if this is a flare-up or I'm just drunk. Or like over drink. And yeah. Honestly, the alcohol did not help at all. Like I was thinking maybe like, you know, with the pain and stuff like that, the alcohol would help dull it out. Nope. Felt just as horrible. Because I think maybe you spelled this wrong, or I don't know what that is. Because you're LCHFDIER, and this can influence how you break down fats, and you love going down rabbit holes for info. I love reading journal articles. I really do. I really enjoy journal articles. Your liver is trash, never mind, and you probably really need your gallbladder, Cajun, because your gallbladder helps your liver. What makes the money? I need to know my blood type for the date conversation? No. No, I don't want him to, if he had, okay, if I'm on a date and the guy starts asking me for my blood type, I'm going to start worrying. I'm like, okay, what part of my body are you trying to steal to give to somebody else? Men are trying to figure out what type their adopted child will be. Oh my God, no. No. Your cousin's wife had to have your gallbladder removed during pregnancy? Oh, that's got to be scary. I've never heard of that happening during pregnancy. They stopped giving out blood types, I swear. It's like, yeah, we've already given out all the blood types we own. Wait till 2023 when we manufacture some more. Hi, Danny boy. No, Dosey has the Rona. Oh my God, no, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that you're not having any crazy symptoms. I had it briefly, but thankfully it really wasn't a thing for me. I just had a little scratch in the back of my throat, but I'm also fortunate enough to have been triple vaccinated, so I am strong in the immune system, I guess. This is not my bed. How do you know, Jesse? How do you know what my bed looks like? Did you touch my left side? My left side? Maybe. My mom had to have her baby removed at the end of her pregnancy. Oh, me too. And yet here I am. Actually, it's pretty crazy. My mom had a really horrible experience having babies. She tried to birth me naturally, and I was like, nah, I'd rather not. I want the grand entrance. Like, I'm not really about crawling through a tunnel. I just want to be pulled out. You know what I'm saying? Just rip out the environment around me and protect me from getting my head squished. So they did. They ripped me out of my mother and left her an ugly scar. And then my mom was like, that was a horrible experience. I never want to do that again. And so then when she had my brother, like almost like less than 2 years later, right? Crazy, right? She's like, no, I'm not doing this again. Like, you were going out the natural canal, and then he broke her uterus, and then they were like, joke's on you. He's not coming out the natural canal. So they cut her back open. But the cool thing was, it was a good thing for her because then they fixed the scar, and my mom literally doesn't have a single scar. Like, you cannot see my mom's C-section scar. Can't see a trace of it. It's like gone. Like magic. Like, beautiful. You're over the worst of it now. Mostly just bedridden, aches and pains. Only double jabbed yourself. Well, you know what? I know some people who got double vaccinated who actually got the recent strain of COVID, and they had the same thing. Like, they were really taken out by the aches and pains. But I I honestly think that that third dose really made a difference, and maybe it was because I had it like semi recently before I caught COVID that it was fine. But I also just have a really strong immune system. I'm like, I've never had the flu. Oh, where's Wood? Never had the flu. Protect myself, and I've never had the flu shot. So the gallbladder concentrates from the bile made from the liver. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I knew the gallbladder had something to do with bile. I just didn't know exactly. So basically, when they remove the gallbladder, leave a little bit of tube for it to like drip down into the liver. But then again, it can, like I said, it can increase your chance of having liver problems because then like that's why they figured out it was my I started investigating my gallbladder because I looked at my liver and my liver enzymes were really really high. And your liver enzymes get really high whenever you don't have the gallbladder there to like help suction it out or like filter it out. While you made a joke, it's true in a way. Your youngest sister was a C-section delivery at 13 weeks early. Barbie doll clothes fit her when she was a newborn. Oh my god. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. I've never heard of someone being born that small. But I'm glad she made it. Is that real wood? I think it is. Honestly, it's probably one of those things where it's like cardboard wood, like it's been like pressed together, kind of like it's like the chicken nuggets of wood. It's like all these like wood pieces like shoved together to make into a shape, and then they paint it a wood color and stain. That's AST and ALT on the papers? For my liver enzymes? I don't know. All I know is when I went online, there was like talking about liver, and then it was like all in red, and I was like, oh, that seems scary. Can they put like in a non-threatening color? Can you like get my attention like purple or something? I feel like that's less scary. Hi, RSJK. My face is cute and you like it. Well, I'm glad. Is the gallbladder talk because you now have more info on your health problems now? Yes. So today, after stream, actually, I'm getting my happy ass together and I'm going to a general surgeon for a consult to see if they're removing it or not. Yes. Hi, Trepine. Is there a way we can see my abs today? What do you do to stay slim and fit? Oh, well, I do a lot of partying, which you're like, how does that make you slim? And it's not cocaine, because I don't do cocaine. Let me clarify. I do not do cocaine. I don't advocate for cocaine. It's not like that. I'm just saying, like, me and my friends go out and we go drinking a lot, which is honestly probably not good for my liver either. I gotta reduce that too, which is sad, but necessary. But when we go out, we always like to dance. And so I think the constant, like, walking around, exploring new places, and, like, dancing after we've been drinking is, like, not necessarily keeping me in shape, but keeping me active, because I'm getting like a lot of steps per day in, and I'm staying in movement. But then also, like, my diet is not that bad. Like, I try to eat vegetables, like a salad, like a couple times a day of some kind. I usually eat like green, like raw vegetables versus cooked vegetables. I'm not super big fan of cooked vegetables, and a lot of like lean meats. Like, I probably get a rotisserie chicken like once a week just to make things easy, and it's so good, and it's just lean protein. A lot of seafood. But then this month I've been working out more, like once a week, which isn't a lot. I will admit it's not a lot to see change, but I think it's enough for me to like stay motivated, and I'm hoping that next month I can boost it up a little bit more and do like twice a week, and then get to the point in like before summer to where I'm going like 3 times a week. And that's my goal. I don't really want to work out every day. I'm not trying to get like crazy ripped or anything. I would like to like, increase my muscle mass in some regions, but that's about it. But I did this thing called body sculpting. So it did kind of help. I thought it was kind of going to be kind of a waste, but it was actually really good. I saw a difference in my skin in like in one treatment. So I thought about doing more treatments, but also,
I don't know. The guy was like, he's like new in the business, and he just was so awkward to talk to. I don't know. He kept saying things like, I know it's one of those things like you just know like he's trying to do a good job, but he's not good. Like he's good at like what he does, but he's not good at the socialization part. Because like when we were in there and we were signing out the forms in the very beginning, like, okay, here's what happened. I'll start at the very beginning. Was that my friend got a message on Instagram being like, hey, I'm just like, you know, really picking up on my cool sculpting business, or sorry, not cool sculpting, my body sculpting business. And I see that you're local and you're an influencer. And if you and your friends want to come, we'll give you guys a $20 session, which is a huge discount. So she asked me and another girl if we wanted to go. And I was like, yeah, I'm down to go. We'll give it a shot. So we went. She's never met this guy before. And so we come out there and he gives us his papers, but it's weird because there's 3 of us and he knew there's 3 of us, but he only gives us 2 pieces of paper and he wants one of us to share like an application with the other. And I'm like, okay, this is weird, but we'll do it. And he's like, you know, he's like trying to explain what the paperwork's for. He's like, this thing is for, you know, to fill out your medical history and to let people know you were here and so that you can't say no one touched you. And I was like, I just looked at him when he said the last part and I was like, why would you say it like that? Why would you say it like that? I don't, that's creepy. Like, I know you're just trying to cover your own ass, but like, that just, why would you say it like that? Like, are you trying to say that I'm going to accuse you of touching me inappropriately? Or that you're going to try to touch me inappropriately, then claim that you never did because I filled out a paper? Like, what? I don't know. So anyways, I just let it go. I rolled it off my shoulders and... Strawberry Buds! Hello, my love. So nice to see you. Are you streaming again lately? Are you still screaming? Streaming? I should have fixed the word. So nice to see you. Thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. I cannot believe you've been here for 6 months. But I guess it does make sense because you came in with Yong's raid, and Yong was the very first guy to ever raid my stream. I've only had a couple people raid my stream in my entire stream career, I think. So it's very memorable. Ooh, I can't believe I missed it. Let me turn on my notifications. My notifications not on? Like, what the fuck? Turn it on. I'm going. You guys, Strawberry Butt's the streamer. She hasn't been streaming a whole bunch lately because this woman is so beautifully talented and amazing that she has a million things to be doing with her life. But sometimes she comes on Twitch and graces us with her presence. So I'm going to drop her... I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm going to drop her name in here. So you guys can go check out her stream and catch her when she's on. And do what I'm doing right now. Don't make the same mistake I've made. Like, turn on your notifications because then you'll miss it. And then you'll be really regretting it. You'll be like, why? Why did I do this? I'm turning on the notifications. Anyways. So whatever, none of that is binding. Exactly. So anyways, we go into an appointment and it's like, he's like, what kind of body sculpting treatment do you want? And I was like, I don't know. What kind of body sculpting treatments do you have? And he was talking about like the 3 things he offered. It was like ionic. It's like an ionic foot detox, which is where you stick your foot in this like thing and you soak your feet in it. And it's just like, it's all like, I don't know, it's supposed to change colors and be all disgusting looking. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And then there's one where like, it's like suction cups. And they suction cup your butt and make your butt look like cones to lift your butt. And then they have the, it's like the cavitation, which like ultrasonic cavitation, which is where they put like, which is what I decided to do. Which is where they put like, they're like little things. They're like remotes. They're like this big, right? And they put like 6 of them on you. Like on your stomach or the area you're trying to reduce, right? So I'm laying there and they've got these little things on my stomach and it's like this, like all over. And there's little strings coming out, it's attached to a machine, and the thing has like lights on it. So there's like little like infrared lights on it, on each little panel that's like stuck to my skin. And they let me sit there for 30 minutes like that. And then after that, they take those off and they get this thing. It's like an ultrasound machine. And they put baby oil on your stomach. And they use this thing to like
I don't know, just do that. They kind of like just, I don't know, massage it in with this wand or whatever. And it's really weird because like there's this sound you can hear, and only the person can hear it that's like using the device and the people that's like the device is being used on. But it sounds, it's craziest thing, guys. It's like you can hear the sound of like dentist drills inside your ear, but you know the sound's not coming from the outside, it's coming from the inside. You can hear from inside your body the like not the radiation, but the frequency. It's crazy. But anyway, so I did the cavitation. My friend did the detox. My other friend, wait, we all did cavitations. My one friend did the BBL suction butt lift thing. And yo, I kind of like, I don't know. He said something earlier. It's like he was talking about he was describing the BBL thing and everything, and he was just talking about how, I don't know, he just made it sound gross. Like he was talking about his prior client who was there when we got there, did the BBL thing, but she was on her period, so I got on the cups, and so we had to clean them off, and I'm like, why would you tell this to me? Why? This does not make me want to do it when you tell me another woman's period blood was all over these cups, like not even 10 minutes ago. Like, I don't want this visual, right? And so then it's like we do all this stuff, and I honestly didn't notice until like we got out of there. My friend goes, he didn't clean any of the equipment between uses, and I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, he didn't clean any of the equipment between me or her or my the other friend using it, and it just like it was like once that thought sunk in, I was like, oh my god, what if he never cleans his equipment? What if he's just, that's so unsanitary. So it scared me, and now I won't go back, even though I got results. He gave the paper to 2 attractive ones. No need to worry about the ugly one. Oh my god, no! It's not even like that! Not even like that. But Judge, she signed a paper that said I could violate all her personal rights. So the good thing is, though, is like he was a nice guy. Like he didn't do anything creepy or anything, but he just was... The only thing I didn't like is like, so we had to do before and after pictures, right? And it's like, instead of just telling me to move things, like he would try to move things. And I'm like, no. I can move my own clothing. Thank you. But I think it's just like lack of social skills. Bye, Dosie. I will catch you soon. Please get some good rest and enjoy yourself. Ooh, how's your Valorant experience going, Rome? Are you any good? You're about to go with the pound and go look at dogs. Are you gonna get a dog? You've never heard of these treatments? What is the cone butt one? You gotta look. It's like a non-invasive BBL. These sound like scam treatments. So RSJK, I thought the same thing. I kind of thought they were a whole bunch of hooey, but I was like, for 20 bucks, I'll just go and try it out. And honestly, I didn't think it was gonna do anything. I really didn't. But I noticed results the next day. I noticed like difference in my skin and my body, my stomach area. So. And so actually it's crazy is today I was reading a journal article. It was talking about cavitation. So I typed in cavitation. Actually, what did I type? Cavitation machine Google Scholar. And when I did that, I came across, where did it go? I came across a scientific journal talking about the different kinds of like body sculpting that's out there. And how it's like various. There's various, so it's like almost all of them except for one of them. It's like they looked at different machines and different like techniques, brought down, reduced cellulite and reduced fat intake in the body, and like reduced like the circumference of like people's waists and arms and treated areas. But it's like you have to do so many treatments and like a certain interval, and it gets really expensive, and some of it's not permanent. You know what I'm saying? The only one I want to do, I really want to do cool sculpting, and that's been approved by the FDA. But then I also don't want to do it because I've been reading a lot about like the side effects and things that can happen to you with cool sculpting, and it's really scary, guys. Like I was reading up, I forget what it's called. It's like PHA. What is it called? HPA, PHA, what is it called? Ah, no, what did I just do? Oh my god.
Are these scholarly / peer reviewed? Yes. What just happened? All my stuff just disappeared. I do not like this. Fuck you, Chrome. That was so rude. Very, very rude. 10 out of 10 would complain. Alright, so... No, PAH, sorry. PAH. I knew it was something like that. PAH. So it could cause... what is it called? Why won't you tell me what it's called? So annoying. So it's paradoxical adipose hyperplasia. Okay. Since the FDA's clearance of CoolSculpting, a non-invasive form of cryolipolysis to get rid of unwanted fat, some patients have experienced a condition known as paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, or PAH. PAH is rare. Supposedly they say it's rare, but a lot of people seem to be getting it. Cryolipolysis uses cooling to damage and destroy subcutaneous fat cells without damaging the skin to reduce the amount of fat in the treated area. The phenomenon of PAH has reported a rate of incidence of very small, but many physicians see numerous cases in their offices. PAH causes a gradual enlargement of the treatment area. It occurs when the stimulus, the freezing of fat cells, activates a reactionary process in the fatty tissue that thickens and expands the fat cells, rather than breaking them down and allowing the body to reprocess and remove them. PAH is only known to occur following a cryoliposis or CoolSculpting body contouring treatment. PAH typically cannot be confirmed until about 6 months post-procedure, with patients complaining that they are getting bigger in the exact shape of the applicator as depicted below. Oh my god. Ooh, maybe this is something different. It's over here advertising a different kind of sculpting. Sculpture is the first FDA-approved non-invasive warm laser treatment for fat reduction, utilizing a 1060 nanometer wavelength diode laser. It's safe for all skin types and ideal for areas of stubborn fat on the abdomen, flanks, bra line, and thighs. Interesting. The contact cooling system keeps the surface of the skin cool while the heat treats the fat and surrounding tissue. Interesting. But it's like I got really interested in CoolSculpting because a lot of other models have done CoolSculpting. It's really a common thing in my industry. So I thought about it and I was really interested, and then I started hearing about HAP or PAH, and I was like, ooh, that would really fuck up my career. So yeah. More hot tub time. We could probably do a hot tub stream on Valentine's Day. You guys want to do a Valentine's Day hot tub stream? We could do that. I would love that. We could do, I'll make up a little thing. We'll do a Valentine's Day party. We'll do I'll come up with a game. Like, you know how we did battle shots? We'll do something like that, but love themed. Flower themed. I look world class again today. Actually, every day. Well, thank you, even though my hair this is my bed hair, guys. I'm going to the surgeon with bed hair. Subcutaneous. Yes, what's so oh my god about that? Hi, JSMW, how are you? Hello, everyone. Thank you for the good luck. I do need it. Oh, I see. Stream you guys, I gotta fix it. I have to fix a lot, actually, because there's a lot of things I gotta fix on Twitch. I've been neglecting it. It was really hard to maintain my Twitch stuff
like update stuff and add new things with my doing the hot tub streams every day in January. So this month I've promised and sworn myself that I would do more. What kind of surgery? Hi, D. Grant. We weren't talking about surgery. Well, we were talking about surgery, but then we started talking about something else called cool sculpting. So I was talking about how I gotta get a gallbladder surgery. And then after that, we talked about how I want to do cool sculpting, but then it's all like scary. So I don't want to do it anymore. Hi, Lethal. I'm so good today. Honestly, today's going to give me some answers. I'm really excited. I do have to leave in like 30 minutes though, just so you guys know. Oh, that's what I was doing. I got sidetracked. I was like, what was I doing that was really important? I was looking at my insurance stuff. Go. Let's see. Because they were telling me that this thing didn't go through, and I called my insurance yesterday, and they were like, we did make it go through, and now I'm like triple checking. Because they just told me to take some time to refresh. Oh, make sure the... Okay, yeah. Yay! Okay, it's improved. So let me go and... Ooh, I'm worried I did this wrong. This doesn't look right. Ooh, I might have to call them after this. I'm nervous. I'm worried now. I shouldn't have looked. I should have looked earlier. Because now I shouldn't have looked. Oh no. Hi, MLS J. How are you, Miku? Is that the modern English analog for wherefore art thou, Romeo? Yes, I believe so. I am a woman. Yes, I'm a woman. Visceral is bad. Subcutaneous is good. Well, I think my understanding though is like they're trying to get rid of fat cells. So like the point of cool sculpting is like it's not just a weight loss thing. It's not something that it's not for weight loss at all, really. Cool sculpting is really more for getting rid of fat cells that will not be removed from exercising. So like, for example, like the body fat that I have is very normal. Like I'm not out of shape. Like I don't have a lot of body fat. You know what I'm saying? Very normal. So for me to get rid of that fat would be very, very hard for me to do. Pretty much impossible from just working out. So unless I go on some crazy cut diet. So for someone like me who's already like small and thin, doesn't have a lot of fat, this would be an ideal treatment because it'll kill the fat cells by freezing them, and then your body will naturally remove them because they're dead cells over a period of like 6 months. Yes, gallbladder, yes. Yes, it is funky. I wanted something fat. I mean, like upbeat, you know? 8,400 seconds. How do you come up with this number?
I must know. How do you come up with these numbers? Cajun, you're just gonna, you just ban them for thousands of seconds? It's so funny to me. Adipose tissue around organs is visceral. You want to limit that. Ah, I see. The first rule of Googling is Google before, not after. Well, I mean, I wasn't trying to Google. This was like, the problem is like, so, I'm really worried because I had a problem with my referral. I got it fixed. I called yesterday. She said she's going to fix and get it pushed through. When I'm looking at it, though, it's like the address is wrong for where I'm supposed to go. And I don't know if that means that I can go today or not. So I'm going to have to get off. As soon as I get off the stream, I have to call them ASAP and figure out what's going on. I do not like this. I do not like hiccups in the game plan. God, you just had to call a friend and tell her to be careful about cool sculpting. That's so scary. Oh, well, it is. And look, I know people who've done cool sculpting and they like have great results. Okay, don't be wrong. It's supposed to be a rare phenomenon for that to happen. But it's one of those things that's like, I looked up online, like the only way to fix it is to spend like, if you have like the side effects, if you get PAH from cool sculpting, the only way to fix it is by getting liposuction. So it's like you spend all this money on cool sculpting, have a bad reaction, now you have to spend 20 grand on liposuction just to look normal again. That's so sad. If people aren't breaking terms of service, you let them wait a day? That's so funny. Maybe someday they'll return and donate after we banned them for 20,000 seconds. I don't know. How long is that? 28,800 seconds in minutes. 460 minutes. So then 460 minutes in hours. So you banned them for almost 8 hours. It's like 7.6 hours of being banned. Hi, Gatsuni, Miku. Oh my god, your name is in my name. What is going on in here? This is a very solid stream. You like the conversations such as... Ah, thank you, Barry. Yeah, I mean, it's really chill. It's really chill. We do different things. I mean, I would say this stream is very experimental. I'm always up to something new or something funky. And sometimes I'm behind on things because I don't take this too seriously. I do take it seriously, but, you know, this isn't like a job for me. So... It's always different, but we do have a really good community. I'm really proud of the community we've built. We have like really a lot of familiar faces and great conversations because of the amazing people we've drawn in. So truly a blessing to have all of you. To be fair, cool sculpting does sound better than slight chance of very uncool sculpting. Yes, it does. But it's interesting. Like when I was reading to you guys this cool sculpting thing, it started advertising something for like warm sculpting called sculpture. I've never heard of it before. So now I feel like I want to check it out. Body contouring. About the procedure. Sculpture is the first non-invasive laser liposuction fat reduction procedure to be approved by the FDA for the treatment of subcutaneous, under the skin, fat tissue, adipose. Also known as warm sculpting, the sculpture is administered topically directly on the patient's skin without the need for incisions or anesthesia. The typical treatment for sculpture includes the abdomen, flanks, bra fat, and thighs. Ideal candidates for for sculpture has a body mass index of 30 or less. However, if a patient has a BMI over 30, their candidacy is not necessarily eliminated. A patient candidacy for sculpture is best determined by the individual's goals and the expected results to be determined by the provider during the initial consultation. Are there side effects? Ooh, sounds scary. Because it kind of sounds just like cool sculpting. Following a warm sculpting treatment, it is common for patients to experience firm spots under the skin in treated areas. These firm areas are temporary and typically resolve in several weeks post-treatment. Patients may experience mild tenderness and swelling. But isn't that what happens with cool sculpting? Is like little pieces of like skin start to like raise? I don't know. It seems scary. Less common side effects include bruising, itching, hyperpigmentation, burn/blisters. But under this guy's direction, the medical team here has never experienced any of these side effects. Okay, sure. Patients who undergo sculpture experience no downtime and return to normal activities, including exercise immediately following the procedure. Patients are recommended to drink plenty of water to stay hydrated and to massage the treated area for 5 minutes twice daily for 10 days post-treatment. Patients can experience some mild tenderness similar to that of a bruise, but should not impact normal activities. The patient's body will begin to filter and eliminate the disrupted fat cells. Will begin to see noticeable results in 6 weeks. Final results are expected between 12 to 16 weeks post-treatment. Because the fat cells have been destroyed, the results are long-lasting. However, patients should adhere to a lifestyle of diet and exercise post-procedure, as new fat cells could be produced. Yes. How much does it cost? Let's see how much this new procedure costs. For the price of sculpture depends on the treatment area and the number of applicators that will be necessary to effectively treat the area. At least 2 treatments are needed for best results. In general, sculpture costs anywhere from $250 to $2,000. Wow. So expensive. Buy one treatment, get one free. It's only $2,000. That's insane. $2,000. I don't know if I want my body to look a little less just for $2,000. Hi, Trista. Hi, Walkie. Happy Tuesday. What does that mean? Hi, Reggie. Are you still here? I'm sorry, I was late. I was very late. Butter syrup, you have made it. Made it from where? What is going on? Where are these people coming from? You sneaky little people just sneaking in here saying things while I was not paying attention. You should chat more. Your convos are always so fun. Aw, Rome. I need to make more time to come into your streams. I have been not doing it. Psycho, thank you for the lurk. Guys, Psycho is here. If you haven't seen him before, you should see him now. He's not streaming right now, but he's a streamer from Malaysia. Very entertaining. Oh my god, actually think about it today. We've had a lot of visitors. We had Goof. We've had Rome. We've had Psycho. We've had Dosi. Or sorry, Doki. I keep calling him Dosi, but it's Doki. We had Noodles and me visit the other day. We had Strawberry Butts visit today. Today, honestly, is very nice. You guys are so refreshing. Hello, Suka. How are you? You got a raise at your day job and kind of not happy about it. What? What do you mean? What's wrong with it? Is it because they didn't give you a big enough raise? Or you were trying to leave the job and now they give you incentive to not leave? Hello, gentlemen. Good evening to you as well. Are you looking into this because you think it's genuinely necessary or just likely to help to advance your career? I think it would just help. I don't think it would advance my career. I don't think it would, but I do think it would help. It would make it easier for me. Tuesday with some jazz. Oh, I kind of like that. But this is supposed to be funk, according to this music player. I just picked something that was non-copyright. Are you from Texas? Oh my god! It's Kurt. I don't know. I literally was like, why did I forget your name? It literally was like, I know it starts with a K and just booped from my mind. Y'all. So I remember how I told you guys, live streaming's been really easy for me because it reminded me of Tiny Chat. Buttersherp is one of my internet friends from, way back in the day. We've known each other over 10 years now. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy! Malix! Thank you so much. It's new. My day is going pretty good. It's a little stressful now. I gotta make a phone call in 20 minutes, but it's going to be fine. I'm not worried about it. Hi, Gatsby! Nice to see you. "10 years of online friendship." We've never met. No. We've never met, but I'm trying to... So most of my internet friends from that era live in the north. He lives in Jersey, right? You live in Jersey. Lindsay lives in Massachusetts. So does Carmen, I think. So doesn't Carmen's sister? I don't know why her name's not coming to my brain right now. Live in Massachusetts too? And then you have Matt, who I think is in South Carolina, but probably also doesn't want to see me for understandable reasons. Tyler's in Chicago, I believe. Aveen's in Scotland. No, Ireland. Brandon and his girl are in Brandon and Cheyenne are what in Virginia? Kentucky? Something like that. Everyone's all up north. All up north. Everyone's far away from me. No one's out in like California. A good company, but you're not liking your job, and yeah, this makes it harder to leave. Oh man. What do you not like about your job? Is it just the job itself? Like you don't like what you do? Is there not a way for you to change positions in the same company? It is pretty crazy. Hi, Soldier. I hope you're having a good day at work. Yes, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, and Kurt is like the cutest. Name a ref to a 90s show with a lot of roundhouse kicks. It's a name to refer to a 90s TV show with a lot of roundhouse kicks. Oh. So it's a type of like kick move? The Walkie Texas Ranger is a martial art move? You're the only one who wants to meet everyone? No, that's not true. I want to meet everybody. I just haven't been able to be up north yet. I've met Bond. Oh, Bond's in Ohio. Who else did we forget? Who have I met? I think Bond is the only one from our tiny chat group that I've met, but I've met other online friends. I met my first 2 ever online boyfriend guys. Oh my god. I met them both like a long, long time ago. And it was actually pretty funny because like I met one in 2019. I'd known him for since I was in middle school. It was crazy. And it's crazy too. I just talked to him literally the other day on Snapchat. And like he just had his first kid and he's married now. And it's just so amazing. And like literally he's only like a couple hours away from where I live. And then the other one lives in Pennsylvania. And I met him in 2015. And I met him around the same time, around middle school. And yeah. He doesn't have any kids. He's not married. But he does sometimes call my phone when he's drunk and sing me Kokomo. And I do enjoy it. It's very charming, honestly. It's actually to the point now where like whenever he calls me, I just answer the phone and start singing Kokomo because I know it's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a tradition, a little ritual we have. It's so cute. Who all have you met? Or who have you not met? Butter. They are really far apart. New friends in Cali time, yes. Only you're in Cali. What part of Cali? Oh, I forgot to fix my stream elements. I forgot to fix the note. It's chatbot. Timers. Alright, we gotta turn off the January one. I need to add a new timer. What should our timer be for February? Okay. I'll have one that's gonna. There we go. I added a new timer. It's really weird. It probably won't come on in time now. Trying to find a new position now, but you might need to make a move for work yourself. You might need to make a move to work for yourself. Ooh, honestly, working for yourself is so rewarding. It's stressful, especially tax season. I don't want to do my taxes. But
it's really great for a lot of other reasons and very empowering. And I think honestly, like, what you get out of it is worth all the effort you put into it. Walker, Texas Ranger. Oh. I'm evil. How am I evil? Is it my scarf? It makes me evil. I have ways. I know they usually say people don't leave jobs, they leave people. But I've done both. That's fair, yeah. Sometimes you do just leave the job. Sometimes people are great, but you just don't like what you do. It makes sense. I just feel like it's probably at least less common than the other way around. Yo, the summer clothes plus a scarf look in the winter times. Nice. Thank you. I really do enjoy it too. And like, it's the perfect color. Like, it's like a range of colors, so it's bright colors. But it's like warm. It's like perfect for this time of year where I'm at, because like it's windy, so it keeps my shoulders and my neck warm, but then it's also sunny, so I can get like my vitamin D in. You know? The show is Walker, Texas Ranger with Chuck Norris. I've never seen a Chuck Norris movie. Never. I mean, I know like he was like very like well revered and loved whenever I was a child, but yeah, I'm not a movie person. You're in the Silicon Valley Bay Area? Ooh, good for you. You work by yourself from home? The best life ever. What do you do? So how do you manage your free time, West Coast? I'd love to know. You've met Jared, Katie's fiance. Oh wait, I forgot. Katie's in California and Ruben's in California. How did I forget them? They talk the most. Masha, I don't think Masha likes me, so I stay in my own lane. Alv. Who's Alv? I don't think I know Alv. I don't think I know him. You were 5 minutes from meeting Ruben. What happened? I want to know the story. You just noticed that's in a kind of unusual name, Chuck Norris. It is an unusual name, yes. MikuMinu is a better name, but not for a dude. But you could have whatever name you want. You can be whatever you want. Yeah. And you can mess it up and like rename yourself stuff. Like MikuMinu was like literally, I've never heard that name in my entire life. It was literally just, I was creating a Twitch account and I was like, I need to be something different. And I was like, that sounds catchy. It just popped into my head. Literally there's nothing that inspired me. I wasn't looking at names, just popped in. And I was like, that sounds cute and rhymable. And then people actually showing up and I was like, oh, I guess now that people know me like this, I have to stay like this. And so I just kind of like deemed myself Miku by accident. You manage properties? How do you manage properties at home? Doesn't that mean you like work on homes, right? You don't work and you're by yourself at home. You wouldn't call it the best life ever. You don't work? I mean, I could see how it would be frustrating because like if you're not working and it's not your choice not to work, it can be unsatisfying. But I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do to satisfy yourself in life without having to worry about money if that's the case you're in. You use your free time doing me? I guess it's a nice way of saying you masturbate a lot, but exercise, reading. Okay, never mind. Exercise, reading, being involved in the church, meeting up with people, meditation, going to the park. Oh, you're a very big community guy. I love that. I love that. Hi, Sal. In the movie Return of the Dragon, Chuck Norris fights Bruce Lee. Worth a watch. Yeah, but is it a real fight though? You know it's not a real fight. You know it's just one of those things like they just scripted it out together. If it was like a real fight, if it was like a for real thing, I'd be down to watch it. But it's a movie. Matt didn't want to meet you. You were around the block from him too. And Ruben was kind of busy. You had to drive past him to San Francisco from San Diego. Oh, wow. Well, in all fairness, like, I feel like I didn't do Matt any favors, so. I'm surprised Matt even let me into the new chat, so. But I also realized that's where the conversation died. You've been meaning to ask the origin of my... Yeah, it was so random, Rome. It was super random. It was like 2 o'clock... No, it was 1 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday night. And I had woken up and I was supposed to go partying with my friends. And it was too late to go partying with my friends. So I was like, fuck, I'm going to be up all night. What can I do with my free time? And I'm not at home. And I remember my friend telling me about Twitch.
So I made an account and I was like, gotta come up with a name, and it just booped in my head and I came up with a name and I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what this platform's like. I don't know what, what to do. So I just started pressing buttons and figured out how to broadcast my phone, and weirdly enough, people came in and talked to me. You're not a wanker. You go to church to fight the temptation? I don't know. I don't go to church. I believe in self-expression. Hi, Todd. How are you, Todd? I've just been talking about all kinds of things, really. We were trying to figure out my blood type earlier. I'm going to go meet with a surgeon in like an hour. I just, like, my friend Butter Syrup in here is one of my like lifelong internet friends from when I was actually a child, and you were talking about liposuction, no, cool sculpting, and the scary things that can happen when you're cool sculpting. And we just talked about various different things. How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun? You do your fair share of babysitting? You still see only one pillow on this bed? It's because the other pillow is still in Palm Springs. I didn't bring it back with me today. You seem like a nice streamer, but this martial arts movie hate. I don't like movies. It's not against martial arts. It's just I don't watch movies. I'm really not a movie person. Like, I've never seen a Harry Potter movie. I've never seen a Lord of the Rings movie. I've never seen a Star Wars movie. I've never seen what are the other movies that make people mad? I've never seen the Goonies. I've never seen the Step Brothers. I've never seen what other things make people upset. And the list goes on. All you need to know is that there's more movies that I haven't seen than there are movies I have seen. I've maybe seen 40 movies in my entire life, maybe. You fired your boss, remember? You haven't had to decide what to do next, if anything. I forgot. I did forget. You haven't decided what to do next, if anything, since you can probably live like a peasant as you have been without ever working again. I honestly feel like that's probably like a really like refreshing place to be in life. Like, I'm sure it's scary in some regard not have income flowing in, but if like you already live very conservatively and you feel very certain that you wouldn't have to work again, or you could just work small jobs or do menial things just for your own satisfaction and survive. I mean, like, honestly, that's a great place to be. If you have enough money to sustain your quality of life and you're fine with the quality of life you live for the rest of your life, I mean, honestly, that's true freedom. Because now you have the freedom to do whatever you want. You have the time to do whatever you want. You can start a new business or try a new hobby or meet new people or, you know what I'm saying? Do a lot of self-exploration, which a lot of people never get the time to do. Too late to go to a party. Well, I am quite the partier, my guys. Like, I don't party when I'm in Arizona. There's nothing to do in Arizona. Arizona is like my grounding point. I come back here and my home is here and, my life is here and it's nice. I come back here and I feel like a responsible adult. I come back here and I cook my own food and I, clean up my backyard and I have a house to tend to and I have my desk and paperwork to work on, and I come back here and I feel like a real adult. I go to bed at a reasonable, I don't know about reasonable, but I go to bed at an acceptable time. I don't usually drink at home, things like that. But then when I go out, I'm very social. Like, being in Palm Springs, it's like there's no point in me just being home. Because the more social I am, the more opportunities I make. I cannot tell you how many jobs I've gotten from being social, from just meeting people, from going out in bars and just partying. You meet so many good people. And for my industry, all I really need to do is meet business owners. I need to meet people involved with marketing, advertising, things like that. And just all I have to do is propose to them how I can help benefit their business, and then I get myself a job. Like a liquor brand, I can propose, like, we'll go make a deal with a liquor company or a liquor store and have promo models to go in there for an event, and they host an event to get people to come in and try the tequilas or their liquor, and then I get paid, $100 an hour to go and do, like, to show people how to drink. And so it's like, it's interesting. It's an interesting life I have crafted for myself. Like Instagram, I only have Instagram because it still brings me business and it gives me these events, these jobs at these events, and it's a great way for people to reach me and stuff like that. No, I've never seen Lord of the Ring. You're staying in touch with everyone. Love you guys. Yes, you should. You should. Everyone's good. Everyone's good people. Butter. Everyone is good people. What do I do instead of movies? Oh, what did I do instead of when I was growing up? I played a lot of RuneScape, but I also didn't really play RuneScape. I really just did a lot of socializing. Like, that's why Twitch is so much fun for me, because Twitch is almost like a flashback to my childhood. Because I mean, I played RuneScape, but I played RuneScape really just to like meet people and talk to people and explore the world. Because I was a very sheltered child, actually, growing up. So it was my way of having an outlet and being able to be myself and to wear what I want to wear and to be how I want to be and change my hair color to whatever hair color. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just go be myself as a character, but also like be around boys, because like, you know, as a young woman, you want to meet other people and feel special and you know what I'm saying, and so you know you can't really do that. There's not a lot of boys playing on Barbie.com or on Neopets, or actually there's a lot more boys playing on Neopets than I ever knew. But you know what I'm saying. I'm a movie guy. It's cool that you're not into films. What am I into? I mean, okay, the only films I'm really into is documentaries. Documentaries are really good for me. I think it's just because they're very, 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 very intriguing and easy to follow in most cases. But I usually prefer TV series. What I like about TV series is you got like 30 minutes to an hour of a show, you know, and they got a little intro, a little extra, so it's shorter than that. Right, so you're looking at like 20 minutes to 40 minutes for a show. So like your attention span's condensed, and then it's great because at the end of each show, at the very beginning of each show, it gives you a recap. So it's like anything I missed or anything I zoned out and forgot about, anything that I wasn't there for, I can go back to. But also, there's a guaranteed stopping point. Like, it's really hard for me to stop in the middle of a documentary to go do something else or to you know, yeah, but I guess like do other thing else, and then it's really hard to start back again because I'm like, shit, what did I forgot what the last thing I watched was. I forgot what had happened. Did I really stop here? Like, you know what I'm saying? I like series so much better. Movie date as a teen was your first frisky experience and you were hooked. Oh, so now every time you go to the movie theater, you just think about the time you got lucky. That's so cute. Welcome back, Lethal. I see 40 movies a month. You used to go to the theater at least once a week. At this time of year, multiple times. Wow. That's crazy. Did you not go anymore because of the pandemic, or you just don't like the quality of the movies? You like the outfit today, especially the scarf. Everyone liking the scarf today. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Y'all make me feel so good about myself. Self-exploration is always a good thing. I agree. AKA soul-searching, finding meaning that works for you. I really like you, West Coast, because you're just like me. You'll say something like perverted, and then you're like, AKA, or the next one would be like, non-perverted. Like, let me clarify. So funny. You like lay these traps for me, and I find it to be very enjoyable. Todd says, your weekend was very much being the uncle and looking after people, but you had fun. Went to the Ministry of Sound, a famous EDM club in London. That does sound pretty amazing. I want to go there. And basically acted like a wall for all your female friends. So they had a safe space to dance without guys groping or trying to creep in. Oh, Todd gets a gold star. Gets the gold star award. It's like the, have you guys seen Shameless? Where it's like, Kevin is the rape walker. And for those of you guys who are like, who haven't seen the show, and like, what is a rape walker? Is that supposed to be a good thing? And it's supposed to be a good thing. Like, basically, it's like this guy it's a long story, but this 40-year-old man ends up staying in a dormitory, but he doesn't go to school there, but it's a dormitory by himself. And anyways, like, he sells drugs out of the dormitory, but then he makes friends with all these girls because, like, he just, like, walks them to their dorm when they're messed up safely to make sure that nobody, like, attacks them, you know? Sexually harasses them, and they named him the rape walker. And I'm like, ooh, is that what Todd is? Todd is like the rape blocker with a B. Being social, you mean being exceptionally good looking? Well, those two go hand in hand. I come to realize that my social skills are the way that they are because I have so many opportunities to socialize. People come up to me all the time. People will want to talk to me or ask me questions or things like that on a regular basis. So, of course, I'm better at socializing than some people because I just have more opportunity and experience. Might go again this week because it's hardstyle sounds. Oh, so every week they do different sounds, right? A gamer girl. One of us. No, I am not. I am not a gamer girl. That is the lie. That is the lie. I am a fake gamer girl. I just go on there and talk to people. I think it's like I've maybe played 10 video games in my life. Maybe. Not really. Yeah. Love a solid documentary. Yes. Documentaries are alright, but books is where it's at. That's true. That's true. I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't enjoy a book, but I don't know. I feel like the books I like to read are a lot of commitment. Like to read, the book I have reading right now is like what is it? Breaking the habit of being yourself. Which is just talking about like people kind of getting stuck in like the same monotonous ways and like the same lifestyle and just getting like, accepting life and forgetting about things they aspired to or forgetting about, things like that. And then also talks about how you can harness your reality to like create a better future, and it's really interesting and I really enjoy it, but it's just very dense. There's just a lot of information coming in, and so it's really hard for me to sit down and read through it and really understand it, and so it usually takes me a long time to get through books, and sometimes I quit because of that. It's like it's a bigger commitment than a docu-series or than a documentary. Sorry. Happy Tuesday, bad lad. Hope you're being a good lad today. Bum bum bum. Butter, you're so cute. I love you. Pandemic time, no movie pass. Yeah. That makes sense. You will call yourself the rape walker this weekend, then to your friends and see how many understand the reference. We'll let you know the results. Ooh, yes, please. Would love that. I would absolutely love that. For my entertainment purposes, Todd, please. You wish you had social skills. You're so socially awkward. Really? Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense. You do call yourself an introvert. I mean, I strongly believe social skills can be learned. Like, anyone can learn social skills. It just, it's easier for some people and it's harder for some people. But also know that this comes with a lot of trial and error. I will say that I feel bad. I feel bad because I can remember this one time, this guy was trying to hit on me and my friend, and I was very inebriated and I was feeling myself, and he just did not have it together. I did not like the way he had tried to hit on me. It wasn't that, I don't think it was rude. I think, well, it must have been to upset me, but like at first I was just like not about it, and I was just gonna do like, my normal thing, but I was just like, I don't know, I didn't like the way he introduced himself, and then I just kind of went off on him, and I was just like, if you're gonna come in and talk to like the two hottest girls in the entire fucking building, you better know what you're gonna say before you come up here. And he was just shocked. And I was like, oh, I might have been too harsh. And then his friend came and got him and apologized for him. And I was like, no, it's okay. I'm just letting him know. And I realized I was probably being a giant asshole at the time. But practice makes perfect. Now, next time he goes up to another girl, he's going to think about what he says before he goes up there. Because, like, I don't remember what he said. I just remember it was not it. You were a rape walker in college. When you were a freshman, you lived in the upperclassmen dorms, so you'd always walk them back to the freshman dorms. Aww, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. You deserve a sticker for that one too. Gold sticker. Gold sticker. I'm gonna start whenever I stop traveling, which will be never, but one day when I stop traveling, I will make a sticker chart for everybody. A Law of Attraction book. You had an ad, so you didn't catch the title of the book. Stupid ads. Stupid ads. Maybe someone will give you a sub, and then you won't have to do ads anymore. So the title of the book is called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. It's like a sequel to another book, but from what I understand, the sequel, like, you don't need to read the prior book to understand the sequel. The sequel, like, the prior book really explains more about like about the thing, and then I think like the second book really is like less technical and more like instructional. From what I understand. I'm one of those people that actually reads the prologue. I like to read like the very first pages of a book to find out what like the author wants to say before I actually read the book. So I feel like there's a lot of really good insight in there that people miss. But yeah, I guess you could call it that. It is a Law of Attraction book, but it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things like I read it and it basically, or I'm reading it and it's like talking about how like quantum mechanics the way that, like, basically it's like, I'm not good at explaining it. I haven't been reading it long enough to do that. But it's kind of like they're talking about how like physics, how physics ties hand in hand with manifestation. And I don't know, I've looked it up on like journal articles. There's a journal article talking about basically what he was talking about and how like it doesn't make sense from like a physicist standpoint and things like that. But I don't know, I still think there's probably some value to the book, and so that's why I'm still reading it slowly, very, 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 very slowly. My social skills got better when you started shooting models, mainly reading social cues. Yes, but that makes sense because when you're shooting models and you're when you see people, like you're constantly meeting new people and new models, like an hour or two at a time. You're meeting new personalities, and they kind of demonstrate how they want to be treated socially as well. Especially when you work with professionals, they for me, when I walk onto a set, I have a certain expectation of how I'm going to be treated. I'm going to be treated with respect. We can have jokes, we can have good conversations, nothing inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's one of those things you learn, you navigate. I am evil, yes. I am the evilest thing out there. You know what he probably remembers that moment to that day? You know what? He probably remembers that moment to that day, and when he is another hot model, he's going to be thinking, I wish I could show that girl who's the boss now. I hope so. I hope he used that moment as like a learning lesson and not as like a fuck you. Because that's not what it was supposed to be about. Breaking the habit of being yourself, I'll make note of that book. Sounds interesting. It is super interesting. Some 5-head ideas. Cool, but thank you so much, you generous motherfucker. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to our community. West Coast Gatsby, did you get one? You did not. But that's okay, because I see some faces I recognize. Vic, RPG, so nice to see you in here, my love. Quantum Neo Mechanica. I feel like Quantum gets so many gifted subs. He's like got the lucky draw for gifted subs or something. For sure. Pong, Pandu, and Soy Milk Latte. You guys all just got gifted subs. So make sure you say thank you to Todd for being an awesome part of our community. With that said, guys, I do have to get out of here. Unfortunately, I need to leave. I just realized what time it is, and I have to call this lady and figure out the stuff and hope for the best. So, I'm going to pick someone really, really fast as fuck, to go and raid. Let's see who I can find really, 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 really fast. This person looks like a good opportunity. Who are you? They look like a very small streamer. Alright, here, we're gonna go raid this small streamer. What is her name? I don't know how you say that name, but it's in my recommended, so hopefully Twitch is recommending us someone awesome. You guys, what is the, oh, yes, should be, I hate to leave so fast, guys. I just realized it's like 10:10, so I gotta go. But really appreciate you guys so much for hanging out today. I'll be back. I know for sure I'll be back on Valentine's Day for a hot tub stream, and I'll probably be back later this week, but I just don't know when or for what. Truly a pleasure to catch up with all you guys today. And we can keep a conversation going in Discord, but I just have to go off a stream today, so. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you all, and I will see you guys very soon. I am a Capricorn. Omega?